Okay, guys, this is it. We're going to flip out. We're going to flip out our instruction. Remember last quarter when we did a little bit of practice with flipping the classroom? We talked about that. You loved it. You were able to go and watch a video at home, and then you practiced it, and then we came in the classroom the next day and you thought that was really great, and I told you how I was going to be doing this workshop, and we were all really excited about it. Well, I finally went. It was fabulous. I had a great time, and I learned so much, and I'm really excited to be able to start doing this with you. I even shared a little bit of it with Ms. Turner, and she's excited too. She's thinking of ways she could probably start flipping her classroom too. Don't know if she's going to be able to get to it this quarter though. But if she does, I'll definitely help her out. I know you guys are like that too. Anyway, so let's talk a little about though what flipping is, okay? What is flipping? First of all, let's look at what it's not, okay? This is not a substitution for class instruction. This is not you going home and watching a video and just hanging out and not paying attention, okay? And it's not a substitution for me not to teach. Most of the videos that you will watch will be me teaching you. Me creating videos just like the one I'm doing right now to explain this to you, okay? I have flipped this instruction. I'm not doing the video, I'm not doing the instruction in the classroom in front of you face to face. I'm doing it on a video. Okay? It is not a way for teachers to do nothing during the day. I've heard cases of, well, the teacher flips her classroom, right? So, you know, the kids do their work at home and then they come into school the next day and the teacher does nothing. That's not what's happening. This is not how that works. What will happen is that we will have a lot more time for interaction with you and me during that time, rather than me just standing up in front of you and teaching the whole time. What is it not? It's not a choice activity. This is your homework. This is something that instead of going home and having just a worksheet to do, you will have a video to watch, and you will need to watch it and you'll need to pay attention to it. It is important that you do that because you will need it for the next day's instruction or the next day's activities. And it's not long, they're not drawn out videos. They will be very short, to the point. The videos that I'm doing here today are longer than what the videos we'll be doing later on for the instruction, simply because I'm having to explain all of this to you now and what it's going to look like. So this video that I'm doing now is going to be much longer than the usual videos that you'll be doing when you go home with your flipping. So again, now what is flipping? Again, it's going to be 1 to 2 videos per week, short. They're not long. The first video I did was less than a minute. It was only like 49, 50 seconds. Short, to the point instruction, okay? They're skill-based. They're going to be specific to what I'm going to be teaching you, or supposed to be teaching you. What that means is the instruction that I'm supposed to be teaching you is going to be very skill-based. It's going to be to the point, and it's going to be short and sweet, okay? It'll be by me, or some other resources. You know, the video you did last quarter was a Learn Zillion video, I believe. You know, those are great resources. Why reinvent the wheel, right? So sometimes there will be videos that I will assign that are not me. They could be another teacher. They could be a Learn Zillion video, something like that. Something that I think is going to give you the best instruction for that skill, okay? It's a great method. It allows for differentiation. For one-on-one basis. What does that mean? It means when you watch this video at home, if you understand the instruction, move on. You're finished, right? You've got it. If you don't understand it, you have the opportunity to stop it, play it again, listen again, watch the example again. There's plenty of opportunity for that. You watch as much as you need to understand it, okay? There will also be other resources available on the Shutterfly site, like I always have, for additional instruction if you need it. But this is what makes it differentiated. You understand it, you move on. You don't understand it, you play it again until you do, okay? This is a method that allows for more small group and application of skills in the class. This is going to allow us to have our centers every day. We may even be able to get through an entire rotation every day this way. You know, right now we can only get through 2. Sometimes we don't get through any of our centers. This will allow us to do that. We'll come in and everything that we do will be application based on that skill that you did that video of that night before. It's going to be phenomenal. I may actually be able to get you through all of your rotations in one day. How about that? okay? It's also a method that incorporates and promotes the use of technology. It increases your 21st century skills, okay? Those are really important for you guys. You know, when you go to college, you're going to have to know how to use computers and use videos, and you know, you're going to be responsible for your own instruction and things like that. Granted, I'm the one giving the instruction, but you've got to be responsible for watching and listening and paying attention, okay? So it's a great, great method for that. And I think you guys are going to find that you love it. And I'm hoping that it'll also allow us to incorporate more technology into our classroom on a daily basis as well, okay? All right. Now, what is flipping going to look like at home when you take it home? Just like when you do homework now, you need a quiet place that you can sit and think and concentrate. When you go home and you do your homework, do you have a lot of noise and everything around you? I hope not. I hope that you have a place where you can sit and think and work things out, right? Well, you're going to need that same thing, okay? All of the devices' apps are off. If you're doing it on your laptop, there should not be other apps open, other tabs open. If you're doing it on the laptop, or if you're doing it on your iPad, if you're doing it on the smartphone, there should not be other apps open, okay? There should not be, videos playing in the background. It should be you focusing on this one video for that time being, okay? You need to focus in on the instruction. You need to listen carefully. Maybe you have headphones and you want to listen with the headphones. That might be a good idea because you can really hear the instruction better that way. Follow along by doing the problem with the instruction. This is important. My suggestion, watch the video one time through, then go back and follow through with the instructional piece and actually work through the problem. You can do it just one time through if that's what works for you. Again, that's what makes this differentiated. It makes it so that if you understand it and you can work through it the first time, great. If you need to watch it first, then go back and work through the problem, that's fine too. Any of that is okay, all right? There will most likely be some type of follow-up activity. It could be a simple worksheet where I have the actual problem that's being worked through on the board, okay, or in the video, and then another one that looks very similar to it for you to practice through. Most likely, it's going to be a little Google Doc form that you fill out with 2, 3 questions, 5 at the most. The first 2 videos that I've created Google Forms for, and they both only have 2 multiple choice questions, okay? That's your check. That is your homework to prove to me that you watched the video and that you understand or you have an understanding of what is being taught to you, okay? You simply fill that out, and what it will do is it's going to automatically tell me if you did it or not. It's going to send me the information of what you answered and who answered. So I'm going to know if you did it or you didn't do it, okay? And then when you come into school the next day, you need to be prepared to apply what you've learned, okay? When you're going to come in, we're going to have activities set up based on that, and you're going to need to be able to apply that and explain what you know, okay? All right. Now, how do you access this? I know that with Miss Evans, I know that Miss Evans, she has you working on this Symmbolo.com website for her. That's where you access all of her things that you do for her. Well, I have created a Symmbolo.com account as well. And it's www.symmbolu, however you pronounce it, .com/mix/Giordano's Jungle, okay? You can access it that way or through the WLE website. And you would go to Westlake Elementary website, you go to Academics and Programs, grade levels, 3rd grade, meet the 3rd grade team, then you just find my name and you click where it says Student Web Page, okay? That's easy, that's how you're gonna do it. And when you pull that up, you're gonna simply see the things that I have expected. Now that day I will have told you which video it is you're supposed to be going to, so you'll know which ones you'll be needing to go to, because there will be options. For example, the first one will be, you'll click on the tab that says fractions, and there's already a couple of videos pulled up for there. You're not to do all of them, I just want you to do the first one. Don't get ahead of me, guys, okay? Don't get ahead of me, because what's gonna happen is that you're gonna get too far ahead and maybe get confused with what we're trying to do, okay? So give me time I'm going to give you time. You know, we're learning this all together, okay? So let's do this together and work through it. One more thing. What happens if you don't do it? Well, obviously, you're not going to know what's happening in the class the next day, right? You're going to be confused, and I don't want that to happen for you. What if you don't have access to internet at home? What if something happens and your internet stops working that night? Okay, simple. When you come in the next day, you tell me my internet wasn't working or I wasn't able to get to it. And the first thing you will do that morning after you unpack and get your things ready for the day is you will go straight over to one of our computers in the room and you'll do it. Again, the videos are very short, they're very to the point, and then you'll do the follow-up, and then we'll allow you to do that. Now, this is not something that I'm going to allow on an everyday basis unless you tell me that you do not have internet access at home. If you or your parents don't have a smartphone for you to do this on, okay? Because you can do this on a smartphone very simply. I know because I've done it. I practiced it while I was at my workshop, okay? So I know it can be done. But if you don't have internet access, if you need to, then what we'll do is either before you leave that day or when you come in first thing in the morning, you'll have the opportunity to access it online at school, okay? I think I've covered everything. What I'm going to have you do now with Miss Mauser is, or myself, depending on who's with you, because in the morning it's Miss Mauser, otherwise it's me. I'm going to have you actually practice doing this in the classroom because we need to know how to do this, okay? We're going to practice what it looks like to flip at home, okay? So we're going to show the video. Everybody's going to have that opportunity to submit their response. Now, granted, we don't have all computers for everybody, so we'll take turns with that. But everybody's going to get a chance to practice that today, okay? And then we'll run through rotations as well. We'll also do the second video this week, again, to practice it. And then next week, we're going to get started on this full time, okay? Your homework for this week is to go home, pull this up for your parents to see, show them this video, okay? So that you guys can talk about what this is going to look like at your home. All right, what is it going to look like? What quiet space are you going to have? Who's going to help you with the technology if necessary? How is that going to look? Because I need you guys to all commit to this for me, okay? I know you're excited about it. I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to get it all going, okay? All right?